Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This is David Bianco. Have you ever walked into a record store and started to thumb through their used records? And when you saw the pricing, you started to wonder, do they even want to sell these things? Well, I had that experience last week, and I'm going to share it with you here as we take our next Safe and Sound Texas audio excursion. So I think we've all realized that prices of used records have been drifting up over time. And, we're talking 10%, 15% kind of things where, maybe a $15 record is $20 maybe now, or maybe a little more. It depends how hard it is to find or how great the condition is. But I walked into a store last week and I started thumbing through some of the new arrivals and some of the more rare records. And I got to tell you, I was blown away by how high most of the prices were. Now, granted, this store had some pretty rare stuff in it, but it had a lot of stuff that you see everywhere else as well. And that was definitely, double or more than what it would be in other stores. And there were even some that were harder to find that were outrageous. And here's Exhibit A. So we all know the Buckingham Nicks album is one that's kind of hard to find, and one in decent shape could put you back $60, $80 potentially. But look at this. This one was $400. Now I know what you're thinking, it's sealed. Wrong. It says actually that it's rare as what? Light warp. So a $400 record, light warp, LP played perfectly, strong, near mint, no flaws, clean cover. So I don't know how you go from light warp to near mint to no flaws and then end up at $400. But that was what it was. And again, I thought, that was really, really out of bounds.
Exactly.
So as I said, you start flipping through the new arrivals, and I actually took a video of some of this. So we start out with the Allman Brothers live at Fillmore East, and it's the original Capricorn first release. Okay, but $90? I don't think so. How about this? America's Greatest Hits, $60. A couple more I didn't recognize. Bad Company, sales, $60. How about Endless Summer, Beach Boys, $70. Another Beach Boys, $60 for a mono copy. Some Beatles, $50, $40, $50 for A Hard Day's Night. These aren't sealed. $50, $50, $60. That one didn't have on the front. Didn't have a price on the front. $60 for a purple label. Rarities, $40 sale. That's not awful. Love songs. I mean, you can just see these blow by blow. Look at this, $99 for a first press of Blow by Blow. And here's one, $60 for Paul Simon's Graceland. Now, the irony of it is, I was in an antique store a few blocks down about 20 minutes before this, and I got a perfectly good VG Plus copy for $15, basically 1/4 of the cost. So one more flip through the new arrivals that are sale priced. Big Brother and the Holding Company, there's a $70 one, and right behind it there's another one, and it's a $90 one. Then we got Journey, these are $40. We got a Tapestry for $70. Freddie King for $90, some Kiss for $40, another Kiss for $50, $140 on Kraftwerk Autobahn. Wow. I'm not sure what that one was. It looks like Lennon there, $80 on sale. We got a McCartney one, $40. Leonard Skinner, $170 with the Flame. Yeah, it's the classic Flame cover, $170. That's a little more desirable. I get it. There's some other things in here I really don't know totally. $50 there. Or Manilow for $50. It's for Concert Buddy. Right there you go, 20 hits. You got Michael McDonald, $30 for an album that's worth maybe $5 in most places. Another Michael McDonald, and it's $10. That was the biggest deal I saw. It was a promo. $30 for Men at Work. We're going to have some Meatloaf for $60. Joni Mitchell, $50. Wow. Common album. Another Common double album there, $50. Some Joni. There's a $30. Some Moody Blues there for $50. 40 on the Morrison, which might not be awful depending on condition. Nez, $30. Wow. Motley Crue. Some more Nez, $60. Here's one, $50 for a Walmart that was probably $20. Here's a iRobot, $40. A little high. I'm not sure of that one, but it's $60. One Republic, I guess it is. So you get the idea here. And it goes on and on and on. You guys can be the judge. Here's a Police for $40, something we're used to. Another Police for $30. That's about a $20, $15 album maybe. So, yeah, the fun never ended. John Prine Greatest, $80. Psychedelic Furs, $50. The Rocky Horror Picture Show, $80. Linda Ronstadt, $40. Roxy Music, $50. Todd Rundgren, I don't see a price on that one. There's $90 for Abraxas. There's another Santana Amigos for $30. $50 for Saturday Night Fever. How about You Gotta Be Kidding? Bob Seger, $60. So what can I tell you? That's just an example. Again, a lot of interesting stuff in the store. Had things broken down by imports, remasters. I mean, it was well organized. It had the really top bands, the Beatles and the Stones and the Who and Queen and Dylan and others segregated out into some of their more high-end pressings. But again, it was really interesting. The other thing I noticed is most of them where they had the pricing, they had a piece of tape around the edge, so you really couldn't pull the vinyl out to even look at it. Now you could at the counter, of course, but and they would play them even. But just to be honest with you, didn't see anybody walking out with any records, including myself. So this is one extreme, obviously. When the day comes when they're gonna, have a closeout sale or close the store potentially, there might be some interesting stuff there that finally gets within reach. But at this point, here for the DFW area, Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas, in the U.S., this is about the highest priced stuff I've seen. And it really, is a warning to anybody, I guess, who would be maybe unawares and didn't use Discogs or didn't know what pricing was to jump on these things. So I can't imagine that things move really fast in this particular store. I'm not going to name the store, but it is an example of something that is here in the DFW area. And the store's been here for a while, so it's not like a new store. It's been around. He must be selling something to someone and being able to stay afloat, which is good. There's another record store literally within 100 yards of this one, which is a more retail store in the area that's been around quite a few years, that sells a lot of new vinyl and some used, but maybe 80% of it's new vinyl. Thought I'd share this with you. Hope you found it interesting. If you haven't and would like to, please subscribe by pressing on the bell down there, and the upper option gets you notifications. A thumbs up or like is always appreciated, as are comments. Have you ever run into anything like this? If so, where? I'd be kind of curious. So for now, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time when we take our next Safe and Sound Texas audio excursion. Take care, everybody.